What's up guys, Tyre here from YoreMTG, and today I have a couple of Ixalan booster packs that I got as prize packs from the pre-release, and I thought why not just make like a little sealed deck tutorial, maybe hone and improve skills, teach a few things, crack some packs, have some fun. So we're gonna do that, not just crack the packs, but we're gonna sort them through, and we're gonna see what kind of sealed deck we could make out of these 6 packs. So, if you're completely new to Sealed, or maybe the pre-release was your first event or something, then this could absolutely be a little bit useful. So let's start off by cracking these packs, sorting them color-wise, and then go through the cards. So, let's crack right in. I know a lot of you guys we're at the pre-release this weekend. We got a white card, we got a black card, a red, a green, a blue. So thing is, I really like sorting them by color like this. Maybe before even I look through what all the cards do, just to get a general idea of what we have in each and every color. That's a nice one. So, alright, so we have our first rare is also got these. They're not gonna be very useful. First rare we have is Goring Ceratops, which is could be good in a dinosaur deck. It's very on the top end, but maybe it could do some work. So let's put the rare to the side over there, just to remember what bombs we have, what good cards we could potentially play. Right, so you already probably know that Sealed is a 40 card deck format. So what you do is you open 6 packs and you build a deck of at least 40 cards, but you can have more if you want to. And the spread should usually be 17 to 18 lands or 22 to 23 creatures and non-creature spells. To make sure, that's 2 of those. Interesting. We got a treasure token. We also got one of these checklist cards, which is for the double-faced cards of the set. If you get one of those, I'll show you guys them. Talk a little bit about them. Our second rare here. Maybe it's not very useful for Sealed, but who knows, right? Alright, the focus don't want to get going on that too well. We got game control of target creature. Oh yeah, I forgot. This was not the counter thing. This is a game control of target creature. I like that. That's a good card. That puts us well into blue, I think. Alright. Oh, almost bent the token there. Hopefully you can get a mythic or a really strong card. Sort these through. Alright. Got a prying blade, that's an artifact. This is good for dinosaur. This is a pretty decent explore card too. We got one or more of those aerialists. It's a nice one. This is a fantastically strong card. Oh, look at that. We got a mythic and a strong one at that. We got the Sun's Avatar. Look at that guy. That makes us want to play a dinosaur deck, because it seems very, very strong if you get it going. That's awesome. Artwork is great too. Fantastic. Makes me happy. Alright. So we got some good pirates. We also got some good dinos. Not so sure about the rest of the tribes. I don't think we have any really strong vampires or merfolk yet, but we're only halfway through, right? It's blue, green, and blue, and green. That's a lot of blue and green. Which is pretty good. This is a good vampire card for sure. Another one of those dinosaurs. I feel like we almost have to play dinosaurs at this point. We got one of those Kinjali's Sunwing. It's a great dinosaur, flying dude. Really annoying for your opponent. I think Naya Dinosaurs is looking pretty strong, just because we have a ton of bombs. This is a pretty good dinosaur too. Some damage there, maybe we can get a lightning strike or something, make sure our removal is good for the dinosaur deck too. Got a vehicle here, a Chupacabra, and our rare is Reverse Rebuke. So what this does, return all non-land permanents target player controls to their owner's hands. This is a pretty good blue card actually. I do like it. I think it certainly screws up your opponent's everything. It's too bad it's sorcery speed though. Could be a huge blowout before maybe an alpha strike would swing it for the win, but maybe that'd be a little bit too strong, right? Sorting through cards. Another one of those flying dinosaurs, that's kind of cool. Alright, that's a good white removal card. Dinosaur Stampede, we get a multi-color card. Walk the Plank is a fantastic black card. Best removal. Or we got a Ruin Raider. At the beginning of the end step, if attacked with creature this turn with top guys. It's like a mini Dark Confident type of thing. Alright, so now we are done opening the packs. As you can see, we got some interesting rares to toy around with. One mythic, but we got 3 dinosaurs, which really makes us want to play dinosaurs, I think. But also 2 really good blue cards. And this black card is not something you'd consider like moving into the color just to play, but it certainly is a strong card as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look through everything. Multicolor here, we have 2 of these, which is a pretty strong card, I think. This is a good pirate card, for sure. Artifacts. I do like this vehicle is nice for sure. I do like the let's see if we can. I do like these wings in a dinosaur deck a lot. Moving on to blue. You can look through useful cards. This is a good card. This is a good card. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that either. I do like this card. This is a decent card. This is a good card again. This is a nice one. Yeah. Not really that interesting. This is also not really interesting. This is a pretty good one. I think I like this one too. So our blue seems pretty good. We got 2 Siren Lookouts. So it's an Explorer Flyer. We also got 2 Stormfleet Aerialists. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm gonna cross these, put the playables on top. Green. Alright, this is a good sideboard card. This is certainly a playable card. This is also quite playable, albeit not very good, but it's playable for sure. I don't like that much. This is it's a dinosaur. It's a good one at that. I like that. It's one of those. We got this, an Explorer guy. I like that. New Horizons, not very good. This is an awesome dinosaur to have. This is good ramp card. This is good in the dinosaur deck. This is another one of those. And this is good in the Merfolk deck, but not much else. I think we have a ton of playables in green. Specifically a lot of dinosaurs. Just look at 2 of those, 1 of these, all at the 3-drop spot, but still very strong cards. Red, another Dino Collar. This is a pretty good in the dinosaur deck. I do like Hijack. This is a removal, so I'm definitely gonna play that. I think this is a good filler in a dino deck. It doesn't work. Amazing, Absolute Bomb. Very good in dinosaur deck. Just another one of those which makes it's crazy. It's completely crazy. This is decent enough. This is a dino, a filler dino, but I think There's not as many playables in red, but maybe red could be the splash color then. Black. So if you don't know what splash means, it means basically that you play mainly 1 or 2 colors, or maybe 3 colors, but then you have another color that's just like a couple of cards in that color, but you really have to fix your mana base to be able for that to work. Right, and so if you didn't already know, the 4 different tribes in Ixalan are vampires, merfolk, dinosaurs, and pirates. So you usually end up in one of those types of decks. This is a fantastic black card. I don't like that. Not a huge fan of that either. Not that either. I think this is decent enough, but as a filler, I think this is very good in the vampire deck. This is... it all depends, you know. Not too hype on it. I think this is... it could be good. It really depends on type of deck. If you're an aggressive pirate deck, then it could certainly be good. Decent filler. Very good card. Vampire filler. Another one of those fillers. So we don't got too much good black either, actually. It's just to walk the plank is a fantastic card. Moving on to white. This is a great card. I think this is a good card too. Good in a vampire deck. Fantastic dinosaur. Another one of these. This is a decent card, decent filler card. I think this is very good in a dinosaur deck. I would not play that. I would play this in a dinosaur deck. I would play this too, because it's a removal. It's very good. Another one of these, great. Another one of these, fantastic. This is also a good dinosaur, I think. And a third one of those. Wow, so we got some good white going on here. It's like 4 cards, and they're not even that bad. We got a ton of white to play with. That's awesome. Alright, so I actually do think that dinosaurs is the way to go. We can play with all these 3 rares as bombs. We don't got any huge common or uncommon dinosaurs, which is too bad, but except maybe this one. But I think we can certainly make something work. So I'm gonna move the blue to the side over here, and the black as well, because we're not gonna play that. That means we're not gonna play any of these. So let's move those to the side too. And out of these artifacts, I think we could perhaps play with these. I'm gonna keep them around here, move the rest to the side. Rares and mythics, we're gonna play with these 3. So I'm gonna keep them together with the artifacts over there. And let's put out the playables first, with the rest up here. So just to refresh your memory on sealed, a good thing to think about is to have a good curve of cards. So we're gonna build one of those later once we have the best cards sorted out. I think it's also very good to have a large majority of creatures. I think out of 23, if you have 23 cards, non-land cards, then maybe you should have 17 or 18 creatures, and the rest should be focused mainly in removal. So removal is key. There is this saying, bread, which is bombs, removal, evasion, aggro, and defense. Right, so you should focus on bombs and removal mainly, and then evasion, right? And synergy is also in there somewhere, so synergy could be important too, especially if you have a tribal type deck. You should perhaps not be too focused in the top end of your cards, and also not in the lower end of mana cost in your cards. But that is what the curve will tell us. So evasion is good, removal is good. So let's look through the absolute best cards here. If we just take all these playables and make some sort of curve out of it, let's see how that looks. Let's start with our let's start with our green. So we got a 3-drop, 3-drop, 3-drop. We also got a 1-drop, another 3-drop, another 3-drop. So we were a bit too heavy. This is all 2, and this is also 3. I don't think New Horizons is playable in this type of deck. It's very good though. Let's keep it in. Since we're playing dinosaurs, but our top end isn't all that heavy. We got a 4-drop. We got 2 more of those. Let's put them next to each other to not get things confused. No, is that just 2? Or did I perhaps forget about something in the rest of the good white cards? I did. Silly me. It's 3 of those. We got a 2-drop here. 3-drop. So what could be the case with these tribal type decks is that, let's move that to the side. You could sacrifice a little bit on the curve to make a case for synergy, and I think that's what we're probably gonna do too. But let's try to cut some things out. We can also notice that, for example, ramp, like this card that makes dinosaur cheaper, makes it so that we can get to our 3-drops before our 2-drops, for example. So you gotta think about that too. Here we have another 5-drop, and a 5-drop, and a 2-drop, and another 3-drop, and a 3-drop, and a 3-drop. And then we got our super top end. We got Cowled Wings on 2. We got this vehicle on 3. We got this thing on 3. Got this on 7 and this on 8 over there. So if maybe we can move these cards a little bit to the side so you can see the curve in its entirety. So you can see this could look better because we're super heavy on 3-drops. We don't got any 6-drops. We got equal amount of 4 and 5-drops, which could prove a little bit of an issue. But let's try to remove some things on the 3-drop spot, because I think there's more than 23 cards, which is what I'm aiming for. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Yes, we gotta cut a lot of stuff to get down. I think even though you have a lot of really good cards, you should always stick to 40 cards because it's just the best. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this vehicle. I don't think I need that. Maybe I'll remove Dinosaur, Stampede, and Hijack too. And then we got the Curious Case of that New Horizons, which is good in a dinosaur deck, but I'm not sure if our top is heavy enough to play it, so I'm gonna remove it. This is a good card, this is a good... This makes us ramp too, so I'm gonna remove this 2 too. So it makes our curve a little bit better. Now it's actually starting to look like something. Let's count how many non-creature stuff we have. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, around 5, right? So that's pretty good. That means we can have 18 creatures and they all do something. And this curve actually looks pretty nice. You usually want it to look like you don't want too many 1-drops, but a little bit more. Heaviest place should be 3, 4-drop, and then just go down. You don't want like 3, 7-drops or something, because you are gonna draw those early in the game and you're just gonna get run over. So what you want to do is you want to have one of those curves that looks a little bit like this. If this would look maybe like this, it would have been more of a perfect curve, but it's never perfect, but you should look for this type of look. So now we can see how many cards we have. 3, 6, 9, we got 12, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 25, 26, 27. So that means we gotta cut 4 more cards to make this work. If I had more 4-drops, I would want to cut one of the Petrodon Knights, but I think our 4-drop spot is a little bit too light to actually be able to cut something from there. We're gonna look through these cards for another 4-drop perhaps. This is a decent enough card too. That's a 4-drop. It's not a great one at that. It does not have any synergy with us. So this, but you get to target a Merfolk, so it's not what we're looking for at all. So what we're probably gonna do is we're probably gonna cut one of these Ixalan Keeper, because it's a filler. It's good late game, but it's just a filler. Alright. What else could we do? Maybe the Wayfinder. Yes, let's cut the Wayfinder. It's a very good card, but we gotta cut some stuff. That means we have cut a couple of things. We're dinosaurs, so we want to be a little bit more top heavy. Maybe if one of these goes. Let's cut one of these. I don't want to do it, but maybe it's for the better. I think this is not the best dinosaur either, but it's certainly a good enough to play, and we need a couple of heavy hitters. And what else? So we got a lot of dinosaurs. So that's 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we're gonna cut one more card, and this is where it gets really hard. You just gotta think this through a lot, but the good thing is you can always switch back and change your mind later. You know, Seal, you don't have a set deck. You can change whatever you want in between games. See, this is double red, which makes it hard to cast, but it's so important to have removal, so I don't want to cut that. But if we had more removal, I would cut this because it's double red, and that's going to be hard for us to cast, especially on turn 3, since we don't have a lot of other red stuff. Right. I think maybe the Cobble Wings could go too, because we don't have a ton of big, heavy, non-flying dinos. It's this thing that attaching Cobble Wings to charging Monster Store is fantastic, especially if our creatures have double strike with this. But what I'm gonna do, we got 5, we got 7. We're gonna cut. We are going to cut. Let's cut this, the second keeper. Let's cut that. So our curve still looks pretty good. We got some stuff to play on each turn. I think this could be a good deck. At least decent enough. Could have had more good stuff, but we certainly got a lot of other great things. I think you could almost guarantee that we're gonna drop one of these on turn 4, and hopefully we have a dinosaur because we have a lot of them. So this could get in for flying damage, and a perfect curve would be this on turn 1, and then a 3-drop on turn 2. Maybe the ranging raptors, and or the Sunwing. Sunwing's great. Hammer Skull is also very good on turn 2. Then turn 3. Let's drop something else over here. Turn 4, maybe one of these, or turn 4, one of these, if we still have this left, which we usually have. Turn 5, 6, we can drop the heavy hitters, but just swinging in, we could swing in for 11 to 12 damage on turn 4, which is a lot of damage, and our opponents are really gonna be on the back foot. So we got some good things going for sure. Also remember, there is a little note, a little tip guide in every one of your pre-release packs, if you want one of those, that tells you in short how to build a sealed deck. So what we've got here is a good curve. We've got a dino deck, it's Naya colored, and another thing I like to do when looking for how many lands are we gonna play. You know, that's a question a lot of people ask themselves to not get mana screwed. And what I want to do is I want to count all the symbols in all of our cards. So let's start with white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 white. Let's keep that in mind. Let's count our green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 green with this. Right, that's not even half. And red, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so we got a ton of white. So white is primarily the color that we wanna our lands to be in. So if we play 17 lands, let's make sure that let's have 8 lands be white. That leaves us with 9, maybe 7. 7 plus 6 plus 5. Let's have 7 plains. Let's have 6 forests and 5 mountains. Because we really want, if we get out these and they take damage, we can just search for our mountains or our plains. So I think forests are a little bit more important than mountains in this case. So let's stick with that. Let's roll with what was it? 7, 6, 5 in land. 7 plains, 6 forests and 5 mountains. And then we have our deck and we're ready to sleeve it up and go dual. And if we feel like maybe a card underperforms, we should exchange it for another one of our playable cards, because we have a lot of playables that we did not play. Right, I hope you guys found this interesting and at least a little bit informative, to just let's have it thrown together and talk a little bit about sealed decks. Draft is a similar principle. The only thing the draft decks are probably going to be a little bit stronger since you get to pick all of your cards. But I think this looks like a good curve and a good sealed deck. I would like to play with this deck and see where it goes, where it takes me. I hope you guys find this informative. If you want more educational videos like this, please let me know and I will try to do my best to make more of these. I'm not sure what format you guys like the videos to be in, just quick openings or informative stuff like this. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like on the video. Please subscribe to the channel for more great videos. Turn on notifications so you get updated when I upload a video. And I really hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!